Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Things might look a tad bit off because I am starting this video out in my bonnet, but it is now 7 a.m. and I have somewhere to go today. So if I was going to squeeze in a video, I had to wake up really early for this. But because it is early and because there is a greater chance I can just start rambling here, let me just get right into the video. So I've got a big old box with me here. I'm sure you guys have seen this already, but these are the new Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealers. It's not cheating that I had to look. It's just a really long name and it's really early in the morning. So let me go ahead and open that up. Let's see here. All right, so, oh, come on. I just applied my foundation and my face just hit the box. I'll blend that out. But let me go ahead and open the box and try to fit it into the frame here. These are what the concealers look like. There is a brush that came, where am I looking? Here? No, here, yeah. All right, so there's a brush that did come in the package. It's a no for me, dog, on the brush. Let me just go ahead and get that out of the way there. Okay, so this concealer retails for $22 and it comes in 25 shades. If the Wi-Fi wants to stop playing with me, I will read to you what this concealer claims. Maybe. All right, you know what? I'll read the claims when I come back. I'm gonna go ahead and insert swatches of the last row of concealers right here. Now y'all know I like a bright under eye, but because of how those swatches are looking, I gotta go a little brighter than I probably usually would. I'm gonna go with the shade Coffee just because I feel like the shade right under it is a tad bit green. Like, I'm sure it's supposed to have a yellow undertone, but it pulls more green of an undertone. And then the one after that, it looks straight up orange of an undertone, so I'm gonna go with Coffee because I feel Cappuccino is a little too close to like a foundation shade, so it wouldn't do much brightening there. I feel like I should probably point out this is not my first time using this concealer. It's not even my second time using this concealer. It's just the first time that you guys will see me using this concealer on my channel and giving my thoughts on it. All right, so it finally kind of loaded. So let me go ahead and read you the product description. Basically, it is saying that the Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer will be full coverage, creaseless, soft matte finish, correcting and smoothing skin imperfections. Apply a thin layer. It's a thin layer. You know, it didn't say how large that layer had to be. Can be applied directly from the applicator while using fingertips to blend or with the Essential Precision Concealer brush. I won't be using that brush. It's a no for me on that brush. And yeah, that's it. All right, and let's just start blending that out. If you're wondering why it's a no for me on the concealer brush, it's just too fluffy for me. Like, it's that I need a denser brush while blending in my concealer, so that's why it's a no for me. It's soft, you know, I can say that about it. I don't recall if I ever tried, you know, letting the concealer sit on my face the other times I tried it, but what other better time to try it than on camera, right? So hopefully this blends out, because again, your girl has somewhere to go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set my concealer with the Beauty Bakery Flower Setting Powder. Still haven't decided if I'm doing mascara or lashes yet, so that's why I still look like a naked mole rat, but it is currently 8:03, so I'll be back later so you can see how my face held up and give my thoughts on this concealer. Okay, so I am back and it is now 5:58 and this is what my face is looking like. Okay, let's see the claims. Full coverage. That is a yes. All right, I'm pretty sure it was kind of obvious to tell that it was a full coverage concealer when I put it on. It's supposed to be like the companion to the foundation. If you've tried the foundation, you know the foundation is very full coverage. This concealer is very full coverage, but I do them both together? No, but that's just my makeup preference. If you want to, you can. If you're about that, you know, full coverage makeup, then you might want to mix the two together, but I am not. I feel like a nice full coverage concealer kind of balances out a medium coverage sheer foundation. That's more my flow there, and this is certainly a full coverage concealer. Let's see here. Achieve a creaseless. Nah, I don't care what nobody say. If your face has creases in it, you're going to crease. I've yet to see any concealer that says it is crease proof actually do that if your face creases. However, there are levels on creasing, and in this one, it's usually, I've had some where like the creasing is pretty bad all around, but in this one, the concealers that I'll stick to are the ones that do pretty good everywhere else. I've just come to accept the fact that it's going to crease in this area right here, like this crease there. I know it's just going to crease there. So if the creasing is only there, like it's not, you know, like deep down in here or deep in my smile lines, then I'm okay with that. And I feel like for this one, it's like I feel like my makeup isn't cracking in my smile line. So for creasing, I'd say it's pretty average. You know, if you have like deep creases like this, it's gonna crease there. But like as far as minimal creasing or anything like that, or creasing in your smile lines, like those type of places, I think the creasing is pretty good. Well, crease proof, creaselessness is pretty good on that one. Soft matte finish. I felt it had a pretty matte finish. I didn't get soft matte from this one. I felt it was pretty matte, but you know, it says soft matte, so let's go with soft matte. While correcting and smoothing skin imperfections. Yeah, I would, well, I'm not sure about correcting, but smoothing, I would definitely say it does give a little smoothing type of effect to your face, especially since my face is going through it right now. For the last month, I've been putting nothing but face paint on my face, so I'm breaking out just everywhere. So I do think that it does help with some smoothing there. Let's see, what else do people want to know about concealer? Yeah, I've had it on for about 10 hours now. It's not separating anywhere on my face except for one little pin. It's the weirdest place because I usually don't have separation like anywhere on my face, and if I do, it's usually around my dry patches, which are in my brow areas. But the only reason I would assume it's right like here in this area, somewhere around there, y'all know I can't see, is because it's close to my nose, and I do have dry patches around my nose, and that's a reason why I'll have creasing in that area around my nose area. But it's just weird that it's like right in that area. But other than that, it's not separating or anything like that. I feel like, other than the fact that I am pretty oily right now, I'm pretty oily here and here on my forehead. But if you guys have not, if this is not the first video of mine that you're watching, then you know that I have combo oily skin. So 10 hours later, I would say this isn't that bad for how my face looks 10 hours later. And I told you guys, this is not the first time that I am trying out this concealer. This is actually my third time, and this is the longest I've tried it out. Usually, you know, I only wear makeup for about 6 to 7 hours before I start to get antsy, which is probably why I might sound a little antsy right now, seeing that I've had this on for 10 hours. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was talking about it being long wearing and, you know, oily skin and all that other stuff. So my thoughts on this concealer, like I said, I do like more of a sheer medium coverage foundation. So I kind of do gravitate more towards full coverage concealers, which might sound weird because, you know, you would think, well, isn't that going to give you a cakey look that you're not going for if you're going for more of a, you know, your skin but better type of look? No, it doesn't. It somehow balances itself out, especially with the products that you put on top of that. I don't know how it just meshes together in the end. At least it does for me. So I do typically go for a more medium to full coverage concealer, and I do like this concealer. I feel like it has a really nice wear time to it. It blended out really nicely, which I was surprised because I was a little worried when I let it sit on my face that it wasn't going to blend out. Sometimes you can kind of feel it drying down and getting a little sticky, tacky to where it might get patchy when you go to blend it out, but it blended out really nicely, and I feel like it has a really nice finish. It always comes down to the shades with me and Jouer. I feel like the next time I hear an announcement that Jouer is coming out with some type of complexion product, I'm gonna pull up to headquarters like, all right, let's sit down, let's figure it out, because it always comes down to the shade, the actual shades that Jouer puts out. And I'm not even talking the shade colors in this video, even though that gradient could be a little bit better there. It's the undertones, and I started realizing it with the foundation video. People were saying like, oh, you know, the undertone is a little gray, it's a little too yellow, it's a little orange, it's a little green, and I'm definitely noticing it with these concealers, like those undertones, they were kind of orange, fam. You know, there was a little greenness in there. Obviously, I found a shade to work on me, but you know, what about those people who like those are the shades that they need? Maybe it'll work itself out. I'm just saying, like, that's something that I've noticed about Jouer. So if anyone is watching, if anyone is seeing this, I've noticed some comments being said about the undertones in some of your complexion products. So, you know, maybe might want to rethink that for future things. You know, if you do plan on expansions or anything, maybe some other undertones might be things that you guys want to look into there. And, you know, a better gradient of shades for your products the first time around. Because I always tell these brands, like, just wait. Just wait until you can put out a better shade range. We can't demand something that we don't know is coming. I'm just saying. So that is it for this video. I hope seeing this concealer on my face and hearing some of my thoughts, even though they are probably pretty jumbled thoughts because I've been up since 6, all right? Your girl is tired. I don't know what I'm saying, but I hope hearing whatever it is that I've said in the last, 20 minutes has helped if you're thinking of trying this concealer out for yourself. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you all for watching. I will get an actual background. It's just the whole Halloween thing is throwing everything off, but I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Look, forgot my own outro.